Product review on Crystal Geyser spring water. Why? We're using it in our tea mix here. It's highly biologically active, and we don't want to use just any old water. Plus, these are super convenient to mix in. I'm Damon, and this is AgX Presents Garden Product Reviews. So I was using some of these before. They're super easy to mix the tea in. So yeah, it just ends up looking like muddy water. But to shake it and to carry it and then to distribute it, you could just sort of like scatter. Put your biochar down so it has stuff to interact with. As we see the video on biochar, if you didn't see that already, we went into that pretty deeply, the importance and wonders of biochar as a structure for all the biological activity to reside, the housing for it, give it a place to be. So yeah, water. So there's links below in the description for all these products, but also the water. Spring water is usually fairly balanced. Sometimes, a lot of times more on the alkaline side. It's once they process it or like distill it or something, it gets weird. But generally, there's a good composure of minerals. They never quite can test for all those, but and it depends on the source. I'm in New York gardening, and it looks like this spring source is it says Adirondack Park, so that's pretty good. Who knows what the permitting is and whatnot. Nestle and their whole water fiasco is an interesting thing to follow if you haven't checked that out yet. But yeah, so minerals the water has some minerals. We're also adding the mineral flour to our tea mix. We are adding worm castings for biological activity. We are adding mycorrhizae, beneficial fungus, which the stump tea has some also, and the worm castings have some also, but we're getting a broad diversity. And so, and then the stump tea, which is sort of the food and fuel. The water provides an environment for all these things to coalesce, interact. The stump tea has molasses in it, which is going to feed everything. It's minerals, but also the sugars are going to help everything to move along. But you really don't want to skimp on the water, and especially in such a convenient carrying vessel that you can mix. You can pour out a glass of water for yourself, and then put the powders right into the container, and shake it up and apply. And then then you do have to water it in, and that can be done with irrigation water. As if it's like sprinklers, it'll go through the air, and the air will sort of break down some of the chlorines. Will off gas. Yeah, that's Crystal Geyser spring water as a essential element of our tea mixture here. I applied it to some apple trees and cherry trees in New York, and we will see in the spring, because it's late fall, working into winter here soon, how quickly and well they respond. I know they're going to respond extremely well, but the quickness is in question, because the client doesn't want to have to cut the trees down from all the diseases. She'd rather see them flower and fruit and be healthy and lively. This blend of items can prevent, I don't even know, $10,000–$15,000 of extraction of these trees. Not to mention missing the shade of these mature heirloom trees. So anyway, spring water. Enjoy. This has been AgX Presents Garden Product Reviews, and I'm Damon, and thank you for joining me. See you again soon.